Hello everyone, Tim here. I wanted to do something a little bit different today with how I record this video. Uh, I don't know if you've seen or not, but Disney Movie Club is shutting down. May 20th is your last day to order anything. May 22nd is the last day before they start canceling orders that are unfulfilled. And then it's somewhere in July, we're going to look at the exact date, is when that's it. It is done. But within this news is news that Sony is now taking over distribution of Disney movies, catalog, and new upcoming stuff. So I wanted to dive into this a little bit, give you some of my thoughts. Some big channels, some great channels have already covered this topic, but there's some stuff that people haven't really mentioned that I want to kind of touch on a little bit. All right, so we got Disney up and going here with Disney Movie Club. I've already got some stuff in my cart that I shockingly did not get yet. I'm going to add more stuff and then make the decision. But with the stuff in the cart, one thing I'm going to say that I don't feel people are touching on, Sony is an awesome label or studio really. They do fantastic jobs on transfers, things like that. They are great. They're more expensive though. Which is one of the counterpoints I'll say is people are celebrating the death of Disney Movie Club so that Sony could do it. Disney Movie Club was cheap, guys. If you got the right stuff with the right sales, it was very cheap, and that's not something I don't think we'll get with Sony. Granted, what matters the most is that the discs exist and they're out there for people to buy. That's what matters most. Price doesn't mean anything if it doesn't exist anymore. So I would take a more expensive in production disc than a cheap out of print disc. But as you see, prices, I regularly would get prices this cheap on here. I think I got with Mandalorians and WandaVision and Loki, I got those way cheaper than you get anywhere else. I'm talking like a good like 30 some dollars cheaper for all of them than anywhere else. So I loved pricing on Disney Movie Club. The place was freaking great for that stuff. But anyways, we will go back and we are going to go to oh look, I've declined quite a bit. But anyways, let's see. Go to the FAQs and Disney Movie Club closing. And this is where they're going to tell us all about stuff. So 23 years that they've been going, they're closing. Bummer. And then your account will be closed on July 20th is the final date of when it's done. But like I said, you need to have your orders in what is it? May 20th. And then May 22nd will be it. If the order hasn't processed, that's it. You're not getting it. And that's the main thing of dates. So I'm bummed more so about the prices and something else to touch on. So let's go look about the Sony side of this. If you're not already part of this, you can't really go around looking. New people can't sign up anymore. It's only the people that have already been part of it. So I can't tell anyone to go sign up and grab a bunch of this stuff. Unfortunately, from what I can tell, you can't. But if you are part of it, though, and you have not grabbed exclusives, I probably would. We're going to touch on it with the Sony part right now. So here we are now on the Variety site, which is where the article is. This was first talked about by the Digital Bits with Bill Hunt. Super knowledgeable, tells the information well before a lot of people. But then when Variety picks it up, it's as legit gets. So, yeah, Disney is outsourcing its home entertainment division to Sony to manufacture, distribute, and market. That's big for DVD and Blu-ray and other physical. And I imagine for other physical, it means 4K, I imagine. Which maybe under Sony, we might get more stuff under 4K. I don't know. But this is the one part. As a part of the deal, Sony will market, sell it, and distribute all Sony's new releases, which would be an expectation if Sony's taking over for Disney. on handling this stuff. Of course, they're going to do new releases. And then it says, and catalog titles on physical media to consumers. Now, I'm wondering what the and catalog titles encompasses. So we looked at Disney Movie Club, and I had in my cart like Black Hole. Mighty Ducks is a big one, but then they have like Mighty Joe Young and some other like smaller movies. Does Sony releasing catalog titles mean, hey, these Disney Movie Club exclusives are still safe and they will come out under Sony's supervision and we'll still get them, and maybe they won't be exclusives anymore, they'll be wide retail? Or does catalog could also mean, hey, we're releasing Beauty and the Beast for the 100th time and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and like those are catalog titles too. So personally, I'm going to order a bunch of the exclusives that I want from Disney Movie Club, because the wording on this, catalog titles just can mean anything. So I don't necessarily know what types of catalog titles, like, are they going to reach back into those exclusives? Some of them might sell well, where like Mighty Ducks, that might be worth releasing a 3-pack of all three together. But then are you going to really get some of these other ones, like the original Love Bug and stuff, or heck, they've got like 3 Love Bugs released. Like, are those really going to sell? I don't know. So that's personally why I'm going to end up grabbing some of the Disney Movie Club exclusives, whether they're not, just hold out hope that Sony does it. Now, if Sony releases them and they did a new transfer or something, then yeah, sure, I'll repick them up. But I don't want to take a chance. And if you really love any of those movies and you have Disney Movie Club, I would say at the prices they are, get them, because you don't know. But that's up to you personally. Maybe Sony will release them. I don't know. It's just I don't feel I think people were looking at, hey, Sony's going to handle this, and that means they'll handle everything, will come out under Sony. And it doesn't say that. It just says new releases in catalog. Catalog could just mean The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast and Pixar movies and things of that nature. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get the Apple Dumpling Gang and the Computer with Sneaker, whatever the heck, I can't remember the title of it, that Kurt Russell movie. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean we're getting those movies. So that's my main concern. And then one of my other, I guess, concerns is, I mentioned this in the beginning, but like, Sony titles are generally kind of pricey. So you saw what was in my cart for the Disney Movie Club. Like, they get pretty darn cheap. They run all types of crazy sales where you get them pretty cheap. I have Sydney White. I spent a lot on this thing at release, but like, I never see this thing like $18.49 is cheap for this title. I feel like it hardly drops that much. And this is just one example of a Sony catalog title that doesn't seem to drop much. So, like I said, it's good that if Sony releases this stuff, it's good that it'll be available. I'm just saying it will probably cost more, unless I don't know what the unless actually, because part of Disney Movie Club was it was like a Columbia House-esque club where you were able to get the cheaper prices at retail from Amazons and stuff. I don't know if you're going to match those prices, so I think you will pay a little bit more. Like I said, at least it'll be available, but I do think, yeah, we'll be paying a little bit more than we would through Disney Movie Club. This thing has not dropped much. It's been out for a little while, and it has not dropped much. Sony movies, catalog movies, can be expensive and stay expensive for quite a long time. But that's all I had. Everyone else was already diving into like the deep logistics of all this and the future and stuff. And I'm going to wait and see. I'm disappointed to lose a place that I was able to get really cheap Disney movies from. But I'm excited that the movies at least will still continue on, kind of for the most part, under Sony. I like I said, I don't know if things like Apple Dumpling Gang will continue on under I don't know if stuff like that will get a re-release, but at least we know the big stuff under Sony that's definitely catalog stuff that will keep coming. So we will see how things all shake out. This isn't a hurrah video or the world is doomed video. This is just things are changing. It's the nature of the beast. Things change. Disney saw this as a way to continue on and kind of let a company that already handles physical media really well do it for them. So bravo on Disney for recognizing that at least and letting someone better handle it. Just wish Disney's prices, not Disney, but Sony's prices were just a little bit better. But they kill it with transfers, though. They are top notch on that stuff. So we'll see. We will see. That is all I've got, though. Short, simple one. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this whole thing down below, and I'll see you in the next one.